If you haven't heard about the newest collaboration between Swiss giants Omega and Swatch, you're not living under a rock, you're living in the Stone Age, because this release has sent everyone in the watch community into an absolute frenzy and has caused almost a civil war between collectors. On one side you have the purists and, one could say, watch snobs that discredit the Moonswatch for its cheap imitation of the OG counterpart. And on the contrary, you have those watch collectors and everyday people who really enjoy the playfulness of this collection and appreciate luxury watchmakers trying something new. We also have another clan in this civil war, which are the young hypebeasts trying to resell the Moonswatch for a grand profit, which we will also discuss. Therefore, in today's video, I'll be giving my views on this matter with specific regard to how it could both save and destroy the watch industry. But before we get into that, if you're interested in looking or buying any luxury watches, check out yourwatch.com, which is today's sponsor. Yourwatch.com is a dealer based in New York and online, plus has over 30 years of experience in the luxury watch industry, where they stock such iconic brands as Audemars Piguet, Chopard, Breguet, and also Hublot. Yourwatch.com also searches around the market to ensure that they have the best price available on all of their pieces for sale. So check them out if you're looking for your first or next luxury watch. Now, back to the regular programming. Firstly, I will address the plethora of benefits that this release will bring to the watch community. Without a doubt, this is a really cool watch that showcases a new style of design and also a range of new materials. The Swatch-owned bioceramic construction sounds like an interesting concept which would definitely make the watch super lightweight and also would provide a unique feel. The mix of 2/3 ceramic and 1/3 biosourced plastic shows that this watchmaking can be a force for good in the fight to make the world more sustainable and less wasteful. Hopefully, one day soon we could eventually see more brands opt for recycled materials in their watches. Whilst I admire Tom Ford for trying this with their ocean plastic models, but with saying that, we also must not inflate the prices to an unreasonable level like with this model. Additionally, it's cool to see that the Swatch Group has set a new precedent for watchmaking, as we never see major brands collaborate to design watches. They have taken a leaf out of the book of many other luxury brand collaborations and decided to try something new, which I commend them for. My main overarching point, however, which may save the watch industry, is that this collection has drawn so much attention beyond the watch community and its enthusiasts. When 7 News Melbourne in Australia actually runs a story on a bloody watch release, you know the marketing team of Swatch Group have hit the jackpot and made the release worldwide within mainstream society. Swatch and Omega's plan has worked perfectly, as it has brought new eyes to the world of watches and has caused all of this hype over such a special release. Even though some of the watch snobs may say that this collection attracts the wrong type of people, this type of watch is exactly what the community needs right now. Let's get a bit honest here. The popularity of luxury watches from brands like Rolex, Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet and Richard Mille have been booming in the last couple of years due to many factors such as an ever-growing hip-hop influence and the increasing of need for people to showcase their wealth. One would say that the watch community has been increasing in demand. However, the level of average watch collecting with people who mainly dabble into the budget range and occasionally into the second-hand luxury market is stagnating and falling. Whilst there always will be a somewhat strong fan base for such brands like Seiko, Tissot and others, they haven't really exploded into the mainstream consumer goods market like the more other famous luxury watchmakers have. This is why the Omega Moonswatch collection is crucial for the survival of the majority watch collecting community, as it will bring many new fresh faces into the hobby. These new collectors would also have many different viewpoints on how they see watches, which could help brands and watchmakers appeal to an even larger audience. However, it must be said that not every type of consumer would benefit the watch community. In talking about how this collection may harm the watch industry, I am referring to the hypebeasts, resellers, scalpers, and those who are taking advantage of the popularity of this release. If more of these resellers enter the watch community, it could definitely be detrimental to those casual and obsessed watch collectors out there who appreciate watchmaking for its craftsmanship, quality, old world feel, design and history, who also don't want their watches being subject to a quick money making scheme. Streetwear brands like Supreme, many sneaker brands, and a new consumer culture which compromises quality and any sort of admiration for a product in favour of making a quick buck could without a doubt be deadly to the watch industry. If you look back on recent events at the 26th of March Moonswatch release, you can see in the crowd many of those same hypebeasts and resellers you see waiting at Supreme and Jordan lines in order to flip their purchase for a quick profit. While I'm sure there are a large amount of people in those streetwear cultures who despise those resellers too, us in the watch community definitely don't want those type of consumers in a hobby either. It can be said that the structure of this release does definitely draw in eyes within mainstream media and society, which can influence new people to collect watches. However, there must be changes to the process that cannot enable resellers to take hold of the majority of the stock and sell them for a far too inflated price. Even though this release was not limited, as Swatch have confirmed that they will be selling the full Moonswatch catalogue in a couple of weeks. For your future watch that may be limited in numbers, however, I'm not sure how, but steps may need to be taken by these brands to ensure the watch isn't subject to these almost fraudulent levels of price inflation. But hey, us in the watch community have the last laugh, as hardly anyone is falling victim to buying the Moonswatch aftermarket due to such ridiculous price hikes, which makes buying an actual Omega Moonwatch a better deal. If you enjoyed my commentary on this release, make sure you check out some of my content on the many other watch releases that have taken the watch community by storm. If you have any criticisms or differing opinions, I want to hear them, so comment down below on what you think about the new Omega Moonswatch. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in another video.